どうも皆さんお帰りなさい。ぼーちゃんです。So welcome back, or hello, welcome if it's your first time here, to another video of Bo's Roll, where I just talk about a certain topic that has been, I guess, bothering me for the past how long. And I put as little to no edits as possible in this video. And that is also how you know that I was too lazy to edit a video. So, yes, let's talk about gender today, gender identity. So, a lot of you watching this or watching my videos for the first time probably, or I guess if you haven't watched my other videos, you probably don't know, but I identify as a non-binary person, and I mean I was assigned female at birth, and I not too long ago, back in February, I came out to myself as non-binary, and yeah, I've shaved my head at the end of August, and I feel a lot better about myself. Although of course not everyone's very respectful about that, or just not very understanding. Not just about my gender identity, not that I'm telling everyone that I'm non-binary, but not everyone's understanding about me being non-binary, and there are people who are not understanding of me having a shaved head, and that is very confusing. And I talked about my shaved head in the previous Bo's Bowl, my first episode of Bo's Bowl, and so you can go watch that if you are interested. But yes, today we are talking about gender identity. I identify as a non-binary person, and gender is very confusing. I mean, sex-wise, I was assigned female at birth, as I mentioned earlier, but there is, I forget the name of it, but there is a condition where you don't have that second chromosome that I guess identifies your sex, and I'll put the name in the description if I remember to put it in there. But there is a condition, but a lot of people do identify as a woman. Well, those who have that condition, typically a lot of them identify as a woman. There are those who identify as non-binary. No, otherwise, how do you know your own chromosomes? If you're basing off your sex/gender based off of your chromosomes, then how are you so sure that you have that XX or XY chromosome? I don't get it. Or even genitalia. Some men don't have that genitalia. Some women don't have theirs either. I'm not a professional, so I can't say for 100% that that's always the case, but I've heard that there are cases that, so don't take my words for it, please. I don't want to get canceled yet. I don't think I'm at that level yet. Yeah, and also because as for women, there are people who get breast cancer and don't have one or both of their breasts, right? And as for like that's a girl thing and that's a boy thing, I don't get that at all. Like, that's a boy's color, that's a girl's color. I'm like, what? It's just a color. I mean, as for like, what was it? That restrooms, right? As for like restrooms, I get why there's like the men's bathroom and why there's a women's bathroom, but like, I get that, but like, in some countries like Japan, not that I have anything against Japan, my mother is Japanese. I really do love Japan and their culture. I respect it. But one thing I do, but there are some things that I do not understand. One, which is the restroom. For the restroom signs, of course it bothers me that they're the human shape, but that's not just Japan. It's like many other countries as well, including America and Great Britain or England. But like the blue stands for the men's restroom, the red stands for the women's restroom. But look at Power Rangers. Who's doing red? The men. And you are gonna tell me that red, then whose color is red? Does it belong to the men or the women? I thought so. Think about that. And like, it really bothers me. Like, even like sports, like that's a boys thing to do. I'm like, why can't women play sports? There are very like talented female players. Why can't they play? I mean, I can't play because I'm not very good with sports. But still, why can't women play? There are very talented people. And there are men who can't play sports. Like, for example, soccer, there are people who have two left feet, unless they're left-handed or left-legged. Then they have two right legs. And it's just really confusing, you know. Like, why can't I do the things my brothers did? Why can't I play with Power Rangers? Why can't I like Power Rangers? Power Rangers! Power Rangers! Anyways, like, it really bothers me. Why? Why? Because my favorite color is ruby red. My second favorite is sapphire blue. And typically, usually, men play those roles in Power Rangers. Does that make me a boy? No. And I don't identify as a boy either, so like, I don't get it. And my third favorite color is lime green. Who does the green in Power Rangers? The men. Usually. So like, you know, like, I forget what I also, my mouth's not working. I forget what else I was gonna say, but like, right, like, oh right, there's also one thing that has always been bothering me, especially after like knowing the term non-binary. Like, there are like cultures and people who believe that there aren't just two genders, but more than that. And I did a little, not so much, but I did a bit of research on non-binary, like non-binary culture, to, I guess, like, have a deeper understanding of non-binary people. And there are people there are cultures that believe that there aren't just two genders, but more than that. The number of genders vary depending on culture. So I can't say like there's this many genders. But yeah, there are cultures that believe in more than two genders. And by saying that there are only two genders, two sexes, is like, I mean, there are two sexes, but like there, as for my knowledge. But as for gender, like, by saying that there are only two genders is saying you are also denying the existence of those of those cultures and those people who practice those cultures. You are practically denying them. You are erasing them. And I cannot respect that. I cannot even understand how you can do that, because I myself have, as an Asian American, have received much discrimination, much racism for being Asian. So like even now I receive like discrimination for being a woman, having a feminine body and a shaved head. Like, what's wrong with, I mean I talked about this in a previous video, as I mentioned, but I didn't choose this body. But does that mean I am a woman? Shut up! You're gonna give me a panic attack. I'm gonna hyperventilate. Shut up. Shh. And anyways, what was I talking about? Right. I have a feminine body, but I don't identify as a woman. And I forgot what I was saying. See, I have no script for this, so everything's like very all over the place. I want to keep it raw, right? And you're basically like denying, erasing the existence of those people and cultures. And as someone who has received much discrimination, much racism based off of this, like, what, like, why would you do that? Like, there's already more than enough hate in this world, and yet you are hating someone based off of their identity. And it's not just gender identity, as I kind of mentioned, or I have been mentioning, like, also like race slash ethnicity. Yeah. Like, I didn't choose to be Asian. I didn't choose to be born and raised in America. I didn't choose to be a woman or have a feminine body. I didn't choose any of these things that I guess, like, society labels me as. But say society labeled me as these things, and I'm getting hate for it. Why? I don't get it. Why? I didn't choose to be these things. But I have these labels, but does that mean I have to identify with those labels? No. I mean, if you do, then great, good for you. I don't. So please don't shove your, like, ideology or your, like, logic onto us. And I'm talking as if I'm representing the whole community, but I'm not. I'm only talking for myself and only a portion of those who may feel the same way. And let me tell you this, I've talked to my mother about my gender identity. She does not understand. She tries to understand, but she's not understanding. She's not comprehending. She's not digesting that information. And she's not very respectful. I don't know about now, but at first especially, she was not very respectful about it. She was calling me a woman, a sister. I'm like, shut up! Shut up! And I can say that because I'm my daughter, we have that bond. You tell my mother to shut up, I'm gonna... Nah, but like... I don't mind you talking to your own mother, like, however you want to talk to her, as long as you have that relation, like, that bond, that trust. If you talk to my mother like that, I'm getting off topic. I'm not talking about, that's not, what I'm here to talk about. Right, yeah, like, so it's like, like, I remember my mother saying, like, it pains me, it hurts me to say, when I hear you say that, I'm like, it hurts me when I am introduced as a woman. It hurts me when you say I'm a woman, you call me a sister. Like, if you really do love me, you would have, I won't say should, but like, you would love me even if I am non-binary. I mean, I get where she's coming from. I respect that. She identifies as a woman, good for her. Doesn't affect me in any way. She gave birth to me as well, but you don't have to be a woman to give birth. Some trans men give birth as well. And I think it's very exciting, personally speaking. Like, being able to give birth isn't a woman's thing. There are women who can't give birth even if they want to. There are men who want to put their seeds out there but can't, for whatever reasons that I'm unaware of, that I may or may not be unaware of. And yeah, you see, this is what happens if you don't write a script. You just rant about the stuff you want to rant about. Like, you lose your train of thoughts and you wonder if you got all your points out there. But yeah, anyways, I just don't get gender. But I still will respect your gender, whatever your gender may be. Oh, and just for your information, pronouns. My pronouns are they, them, it. You can call me an it, for God's sake, okay? You can call me an it. But how do you use they, them pronouns? But how do you use they, them pronouns? You will use it like you would use any other pronouns. But they, them is plural. Not that I've come to that kind of situation, but like, imagining it kind of makes me laugh or chuckle. Cause especially after like seeing all those memes, non-binary related memes, like it makes me chuckle. Cause like, even if it's not daily, we often use they, them singularly. So it's like, why are you so confused? Like, it's just that, like, generally speaking, we instinctively use they, them. Not instinctively, but like, when we consciously think and use they, them as plural, which is why it confuses many people. But we do use they, them singularly. What do you say when someone drops their wallet? Look at that, I just said their wallet. I used it singularly. And I caught myself. And you will respond to that as, oh, someone left it there. Someone dropped it. They left it there. They dropped it. English. And I'm sorry if my nails are bothering you. I was bored. And I wanted to color them. But yeah, but yeah, yes, gender identity is very complicated, but also very simple. It's getting colder as the day goes on, and I am not liking it. That has nothing to do with my gender identity, and I think we can all relate. Unless you're in the southern hemisphere. It's getting hotter, isn't it? Bless you. I miss summer. And it's only October. I've been missing summer since September. But yeah, that's all I got for now. Whatever, like, I said for now, but like, it's not like I'm gonna come watch this video to see if I have missed any points I wanted to mention. It's not like I'm gonna make a part 2 anyways. Or maybe I will, I don't know. That's just how I am. But yeah, that's all I got for now, I guess.